Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? So if you've been with me for the past few weeks, then you know we've just finished wrapping up our drawings of the new versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from their hit movie, Mutant Mayhem. Leo, Mikey, Raph, and Donnie. All of them presented challenges, both in drawing the poses and some of the details, but they were a lot of fun to draw. Anyway, I was starting to look elsewhere for some new characters to draw when it dawned on me that it just wouldn't be right to move on without at least drawing the Turtles' adopted father, sensei, sage, and anthropomorphic rat, Splinter. I think what I love most about this version of Splinter is the fact that he teaches himself and the Turtles to be adept at martial arts by watching some old Jackie Chan movies, and this version of Splinter is voiced by none other than Jackie Chan. Anyway, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright, then let's draw from the new TMNT Mutant Mayhem movie, the wise one, Splinter. We're going to draw Splinter step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you watch any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. In this pose, Splinter's body is 3 heads tall. In other words, however tall his head is, his entire body is 3 of those, with his ears and weird eyebrow tufts sticking up a little. One other thing, Splinter is a furry rat. Drawing his fur, or any fur for that matter, is something that takes time and practice. There's a technique to drawing that fur that requires you to vary the length and the angle of those hairs. It also requires you to know when to leave some space or breathing room between the tufts of fur. Do not, and I repeat, do not try to connect every hair in those tufts of fur. Again, it requires practice and time. This is one of those times where you will learn by making mistakes. Most of you will overdo it at first, and by doing so, you'll learn the next time to pull back a little bit. It's just as important what you don't draw as what you do draw, okay? So let's draw on the roadmap for Splinter from the new TMNT movie, Mutant Mayhem. Okay, so there's our roadmap for Splinter. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features, including Splinter's fur. It's very important when doing so that you use a light touch. Whisper on paper. The harder you press, the more that fur will end up looking like saw blades or lightning. That's not what you want. Okay, so let's rough out that fur and the rest of the features of Splinter. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of Splinter. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of our wise sensei Splinter. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work figuring that out. As I often caution you, you don't want to just mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. As you're drawing that final line, including that fur, you want to be thinking about how you might improve it, staying vigilant until the very end. Okay, so let's draw in the details for Splinter. And that's how you do it. There you have it, the adopted father, sensei, sage for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splinter. So how do you think you did? Understand if you've never drawn Splinter before, or any character with that type of fur or hair, you can't expect to have drawn him perfectly. Remember what I said about hair and fur. It's something that takes time and practice. You notice I don't spend time coloring Splinter during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. But now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Splinter. And with that you can draw him again and again. By all means, color him when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it's going to be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. So I'd love to see your drawing of Splinter. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.